television company Western Armenia represent the most important news for today. Good day. Today's broadcast. The 16th session of the National Assembly of the Republic of Western Armenia. The commemoration ceremony in Mandelieu-La, Napoule. Chronology of genocide committed against Armenians. In the direction of Movses village, the enemy opened fire. Baku armed forces opened fire in the direction of Nerqin, Khndzoresk village. The main problem of Turkey is hidden Armenians. Subjects were discussed on the mother goddess, Mariam from Anahit. On April 10, on the online platform Skype, the regular session of the National Assembly of Western Armenia was held. On the agenda were the discussion of the April events and current issues about the second plenary session of the Parliament. The session was chaired by Ms. Nelly Harutyunyan, the chairperson of the National Assembly of the Republic of Western Armenia. She presented the details of the Zoom meeting approved on April 23 and the events scheduled for April 24 and 27. Ms. Harutyunyan suggested to the deputies that they make speeches at the events. Ms. Harutyunyan suggested the Member of Parliament to show their active participation in the preparation for the upcoming first session of the National Assembly, the second plenary session, reminding the chairman of the National Assembly Committee of their accountability to the session. Armine Abrahamian, the chairman of the National Council of Western Armenia, the Armenian Union of Mandelieu-La, Napoule, the Assembly of Armenians of Western Armenia, Veterans Affairs and the Association of French Resistance Warriors of Armenian origin invite you to participate in the commemoration ceremony of the victims of the genocide against the Armenian nation. The ceremony will take place in the French city of Mandelieu-La, Napoule on April 24, 2024 at 11 o'clock under the honorary chairmanship of Sébastien Leroy, Mayor of Mandelieu-La, Napoule. Address: Armenia Square, 06210, Mandelieu-La, Napoule, in front of the Khachkar. The ceremony will take place according to the protocol. The Young Turks' decision to solve the Armenian question through genocide was finally adopted in the early 1910s during a series of secret meetings and consultations of the Central Committee of the Union and Progress Party. In that sense, in 1911 was a remarkable date. The regular congress of the party was convened in Thessaloniki, where the problem of forced Turkification of the indigenous people of the empire was clearly stated, which equally extended to the Armenians living in the territory of the empire. The decisions adopted at the Congress became an official document of the policy planned by the Young Turks. Sometime after that, under the signature of Turkish Interior Minister Talat, special secret instructions were sent to the local government bodies of the empire regarding special preparatory measures for the destruction of Armenians. In Movses village, the enemy opened fire. They fired at the village in the direction of the house, said Slavik Babayan, a resident of the house which was under fire of Baku on April 5. According to him, the shots were heard until 5 in the morning. They shot from time to time and they shot irregularly, he said. Fragments of the enemy's shot broke the glass and fell inside on the minor children 12 and 40 years old, lying on the bed under the window. They moved to the Movses village 6 months ago after being forcibly displaced from Artsakh. They wanted to live in Syunik, but no house was found. Slavik says about the shootings. The children have gone through this so much, and we have lived in that condition for 3 years in the red market. It had become normal. This is our homeland and it is our neighbor, he said. The relatives who were forcibly displaced from Artsakh live in Slavik's neighboring house. Slavik's aunt says that these shootings are different from them after the forced displacement. Apart from Slavik's house, other houses were also damaged in the village of Movses as well as gravestones. Slavik and his family were forcibly displaced from Artsakh on September 19, 2023 after the Azerbaijan attack. Slavik says that he has no intention of leaving the village. In village of Nerqin, Khndzoresk, the Baku armed forces opened fire in the direction of Armenian shepherd who got lost. As a result of fire, a short interpositional skirmish took place. The guards of border turned to the Azerbaijan side to investigate the incident. The main problem of Turkey is hidden Armenians. Hidden Armenians are the main problems of the Turkish state. The Turkish Yenikag periodical writes about this, referring to the case of conversation and identification, the so-called hidden Armenians in occupied Western Armenia. After the liturgical ceremonies held in the Holy Cross Church of Akhtamar, the hidden Armenians living in the region began to reveal their identity and present themselves as Christian in identity documents. Most of them have been declaring that they are Muslim Kurds until now, writes the nationalist-oriented Turkish periodical. Mesut Kaplan stated in an interview with Hurriyet. We acted as Muslims amongst our Muslim neighbors and partners. Hiding one's identity leads to self-destruction. Foreign secret services identify some of them as children and try to get them what they want by appointing them to important positions within the state. There is a problem of hidden Armenians in Turkey. During his visit to Armenia, Randik asked his colleagues the following question. We are talking about 1 million and even more people. However, in the same period, about 500,000 Armenians converted to Turks. Why don't you pay attention to this? Subjects were discussed on the mother goddess Mariam from Anahit at the meeting held today at the Ministry of Education, Science, Culture and Sports of Eastern Armenia. Deputy Minister Alfred Kocharian and Chairman of the Tourism Committee Sisian Bogosan discussed organization on the advertising campaign of the large-scale international exhibition entitled Mother Goddess Mariam from Anahit. The exhibition is scheduled to be held in September at History Museum of Armenia. From the Ministry of Cultural Heritage of Eastern Armenia, Astrik Marabian, Head of the Department of Cultural Heritage, Harutun Vanyan, Head of the Department of History and Cultural Monument Preservation, and David Bogosan, Director of the History Museum of Armenia, attended the meeting. Transportation and exhibition of the preserved head and hand from the bronze statue of the goddess Anahit from the British Museum is a primary event in Armenia, which took place as a result of successful cooperation. I think this is a good precedent for working with other international museums and implementing new projects, said Alfred Kocharian. It is noted that the schedule of planned works detailed of the ticket policy as well as issues related to the clauses of the contract with the British side were already discussed. This was all for today. Goodbye.
Երբ դառնամ ես օղտող գոգերկում հանգչեմ քեզ կիսելու բաժանել են նվիրելու ուրացել են իմ սրտի ամեն մի զարկը թող արձագանքի Արցախ ես ամեն ինչը զուր չէ սա մեր նոր վերածնունդն է չի կիսում ոչ ոք քո ցավը Դիմանում ես լուր Արցախ